When someone leaves your life, you expect some kind of warning. A big fight, a betrayal, a crack so loud it shakes the room. But sometimes, all it takes are a few quiet words spoken at the wrong time, in the wrong tone. That's how it happened with me and Adam. We had been together for 4 years. Not perfect, not fiery, just steady. The kind of love that feels like your daily cup of coffee. Warm, simple, constant. Maybe that was the problem. Over time, I stopped noticing how much I depended on him, how seamlessly he had become part of my routine. And somehow, without even realizing it, I began to push him away. Not out of anger, just out of fatigue, confusion, and a little bit of being lost. That evening, we were sitting on the couch, not arguing, not yelling, just sharing the same space like two strangers with shared history. He asked softly, "Are we okay?" And I hesitated. I should have said, "I'm just tired," or "I need to talk." Instead, I let frustration speak for me. I shrugged and said, "Maybe we should end this." It came out colder than I intended. The silence that followed sounded like the loudest thing I'd ever heard. He didn't get angry. He didn't cry. He just nodded slowly. "Okay," he said after a long pause, "if that's what you want." But it wasn't. I thought he would fight, that he would question me, that he would hold on, but he didn't. He stood up, walked to the bedroom, and began packing a bag, quietly, methodically. I sat frozen, realizing too late the weight of what I had just unleashed. I opened my mouth to say, "Wait, I didn't mean that," but no words came. My pride, my stubborn silence, my ridiculous need to seem strong. It held me hostage. He walked out with nothing but a backpack and his keys. No final hug, no slammed door, no second glance. That was the last time I saw him, and it shattered something in me I hadn't even known was breakable. The first night, I convinced myself he just needed space, that he'd text, that he'd come back once he cooled off. I left the porch light on, even though I knew he hated wasting electricity. I kept checking my phone, each buzz making my heart leap, each silence louder than thunder. But nothing came. By morning, the bed felt colder than I expected. His side, slightly sunken from habit, already looked like it had forgotten him. I stared at his pillow and remember how he used to sleep facing me, one arm always reaching out without realizing it. That small, unconscious gesture had said more than any vow or poem. I hadn't known how much I missed it until it was gone. I told my best friend we were taking a break, like I was in control, like it was temporary. But I saw the doubt in her eyes. And deep down, I doubted it myself. A week passed. No text. No call. No, "Can we talk?" Or "Do you still love me?" I kept expecting him to seek closure. Instead, he gave silence. Not angry silence, but final silence. I tried to be proud. I tried to tell myself I had done the right thing, that maybe we were drifting anyway, that maybe he wasn't the right one. But the truth tugged at my heart, like a child pulling on a sleeve. I didn't want it to end. I just didn't know how to say, "I'm hurting and I need you." And I had said the opposite. One night, I opened the drawer where he kept old receipts and boarding passes, silly little mementos he never threw away. I found one from our first road trip, a gas station in the middle of nowhere, where we bought energy drinks and gummy worms and laughed so hard we nearly crashed the car. I sat on the floor clutching that faded piece of paper like a treasure, crying so hard I forgot how to breathe. He had loved me with everything he had, quietly, patiently, unconditionally, and I mistook that quiet devotion for weakness. I remember the last message I sent him. 2 weeks after he left, just 6 words. I didn't mean them. He never replied, and that silence still echoes inside me. Months have passed. People say time heals, but I don't think that's true. Time doesn't heal. It just teaches you how to carry the pain without dropping it for everyone to see. Some mornings I still wake, expecting to see his socks on the floor or hear the coffee machine humming as he started it before I woke. But there's nothing, just the hum of the fridge and the empty space that used to be ours. I never got another message from him. No angry text, no second chances, no plea to talk. He left with dignity. No drama, no revenge. That's what hurts the most. I used to think love ends in shouting, slammed doors, broken plates. Real heartbreak is silent, clean. It's someone choosing peace over confusion. And he did. I later heard from a mutual friend that Adam moved 2 cities away, got a new apartment, adopted a dog, started hiking again. He looked happy, or at least at peace. The same calm man who used to fix the wobbly kitchen chair and hum old songs while watering plants. He rebuilt a life without me, and he never looked back. And me? I still have the same apartment, the same chair, the same kitchen. But everything feels different. I fill my weekends with errands, my evenings with TV I don't watch, my nights with memories of what I lost. Not because he left, but because I pushed him away. The worst part? He would have stayed if I had just asked. If I had said, I'm scared, but I still love you. But I let pride speak louder than love, and a temporary feeling create a permanent ending. Now I tell people we grew apart. Easier than the truth. But the reality is, I told the only man who ever truly loved me to leave. And he listened. Sometimes closure isn't a conversation. It's the sound of a door closing softly and never opening again.